big no-no called a year ago. Versus RichardIcecube, who I am not familiar with. Prompto used to be really solid Robin player. I know he switched over definitely pre-COVID, stating that Robin sucks, which indeed is not the not a wrong statement. Definitely, I would say Snake is the better zoner. I don't think anyone's going to argue that.
Oh, definitely.
Whereas Robin tends to throw away a couple of his best projectiles after a while, Snake tends to keep them around. Solid zoning material, of course, got grenades, got the C4, got the Nokia rocket that you have to, Nokia rocket that you have to watch out for. And then, of course, Zero Suit Samus. Not a whole lot of Zero Suit Samus representation in Chicago.
Not a ton anymore.
But a pretty flexible character. A pretty good aerial play from her, pretty good amount of range. You need to watch out for stun gun and her down smash, which will also stun you. Relatively versatile character who can at times get herself into trouble with a couple of laggy moves if she isn't careful.
And it's definitely interesting to see how this ZSS like dances around the projectiles, because I feel like Snake is a very real threat to her. It's because of how much percent you can rack up and how early she dies.
Yeah, especially with how Zero Suit Samus likes to play in the air sometimes. You need to worry about where you land, especially if it's on Snake's left foot, because that's one of the best up tilts in the entire game.
Nope.
He's going to fire the Nikita missile. Probably won't be seeing a whole bunch of that unless he's playing off stage here. But obviously these zoning tools so far, Prompto is busting out, trying to rack up as much damage as he possibly can as early as he can, while Richard is just trying to find a way in.
Yeah, ZSS has to just be so careful approaching.
Yeah, that's most characters against Snake. You
Yeah.
have to watch out. Pretty solid advice no matter who you're playing. You have to watch out. You have to make sure you're listening for those C4. That's the biggest thing. Where is the C4? If you at any point lose where the C4 is, that can cost you the game.
Oh, you got back, though.
Yeah, that was a good C4 recovery, abandoning his original recovery, opting to go ahead and tech onto stage. But it's not going to keep him alive for too much longer. Is that up B from Zero Suit Samus is going to take the next stock.
Do you know what percent that's true at with her berry?
With her, her berry? I do not. I don't know enough Zero Suit Samus. I think 9 would know. I know 9 started to pick up this character recently.
Okay.
It does kill early enough to be a solid kill option. Her up B can be extremely dangerous. It's one thing you definitely need to watch out for. That's why like Zero Suit Samus likes to be in the air that much. For that berry, it's just that, like I said before, you need to watch where you land.
Yeah, Prompto did a really good job just keeping ZSS off stage, and then as soon as she got back on, it was like, nope, I'm taking this stock.
Yeah, Snake, one of the best ledge trappers and edge guarders in the entire game. A lot of different tools and a way to mix you up. And of course, if you're not already scared of those projectiles, you need to be careful of him reading your roll and then up tilting you. Prompto right now just trying to find some damage. Meanwhile, Richard trying to figure out the best way to close this one out as soon as possible. Snake is definitely at kill percent for Zero Suits here, so Prompto is going to need to play a more patient game. I say that though, and this match is going to run up and down air Zero Suit Samus, wrecking up as much damage as he possibly can while staying close.
Yeah, and ZSS has done a good job so far, just mixing up those kickflips, being able to get in. But even with all that calculation, being able to get in and being able to get into a good place, Prompto could just completely reset it by throwing a projectile again. And it's like, oh, nope, you thought the stage was safe.
Richard is actually trying to do the zoning and playing the range game right now, trying to find that side B. Is able to find it, but it's not going to take out Prompto. be what he's looking for. That grenade ended up knocking Richard back up into the air, so now he's got to find a way down.
That was a good shield.
Of course, with Snake's dash attack being just a great move in general, it is a pretty good getaway tool if it is parried. Richard didn't have an option there. That still didn't kill.
Oh, it's so hard for ZSS to close out the stock. And he's fishing for those side Vs, and Prompto is doing everything in his power to just avoid him.
A 200 to 100% matchup, but one up tilt could finish it for both players, and I thought Prompto was going to live that throw as well. Not quite.
That'd be amazing DI.
It almost was, almost could have been. I would say that RichardIcecube did a pretty good job at not at any point getting nervous at all. It's easy to sort of like lose your train of thought when you have someone to such a high percent at 200 and you know that the character you're playing against could very easily kill you with cheating if you land on the wrong thing at the wrong time. So that was a good job keeping a cool head.
Yeah, not a lot of panic options. Richard's doing a good job just building up percent really early now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. He was able to do that last game as well, taking a pretty early stock off Prompto. He was able to find his way back in eventually, but this is a very good job by Richard to make sure he doesn't have a chance to breathe or play around with the projectiles. You know, Prompto wants to! In fact, he's not respecting that personal bubble at all. Going out and getting Snake off that Cypher that usually saves him from a lot of damage below stage, but not so much horizontally.
I feel like it's a pretty good approach to Snake's projectile. Just if you do not let him stand still long enough to put one down or take one out.
Dash tag. I mean, Prompto's done a pretty good job at putting Richard up in the air and giving him time to space himself out and play patient, but a lot of the time he's opting to play a much more up-close and personal kind of game, which, I mean, fair enough, it's worked out to an okay extent, but he is eating a lot of damage because of it. Good roll call out right there. It's going to put Prompto in another bad position. Oh, that stun gun is going to put Prompto back into another bad position. Nice little 1-2 combo right there by Richard. He's a whole stock ahead.
Yeah, Richard's definitely keeping control of this game a little bit better. I feel like it's hard for Prompto to just get any footing here.
Yeah, right now, Richard throwing out those nairs and up airs from Zero Suit Samus, just trying to find more and more damage. I feel like Prompto had many more opportunities last game to try to find his way into some patient gameplay.
That's a good call out.
The up B by Zero Suit Samus was a little bit off, but a good call out on the down smash, you're right. A lot of man.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. So that was kind of unfortunate for Prompto. Prompto had a pretty decent game plan round one. It felt like he was mixing in the projectile gameplay a lot more with the